First tonight, after almost 2 years at Public Health, the final draft rules and regulations for medical marijuana is on its way to the legislature. But even though the draft is in final form, some of the key arguments made during the first draft still remain. PNC's Tim Blas-McHenry has more.
The rules and regulations for medical marijuana are in final draft form. One of the key arguments against the first draft of the rules and regs was the fee structure. Some worried that the high application fee, which was lowered from $35,000 in the first draft to $5,000 in the final draft, will make it difficult for small businesses and farmers to get licensed. That argument still remains.
Most of the fees are around either between a range of $15,000 to $5,000. Depending upon whether they're renewals or their inspection or relocation fees. The card itself, the patient's charge is $15.
Still, some are worried that the economics of the program are not practical.
We still have not addressed the economic, this program is not sustainable. It's still $25,000 per establishment. And if you're saying there's 3 dispensaries and 3 cultivators, that's $50,000 by the time it reaches the patient.
The $25,000 fee to open a dispensary doesn't even include built-in costs associated with starting a business, such as rent, security systems, record-keeping systems, etc. In its economic impact statement, Public Health notes, quote, "It is expected that those costs would be factored into the price of the medical marijuana product, which will ultimately be borne by the patient," end quote. Also noticeably missing from the final draft is a lab component to be able to test the marijuana patients will receive. Gillen says right now, for medical marijuana patients, it's buyer beware.
I'm concerned about the quality of the product. In things, just the simple things like funguses and molds and those kind of things, and we're not having that tested. So we're relying on the dispenser and probably the producer to certify. But there are no penalties. If there's a laboratory, I think we'll have to build in some penalties once the lab finds that these things are not meeting the requirements.
Gillen says he would transmit the final draft as well as all the testimony from all the public hearings to the governor's office by the end of day today. From then, the rules will go before the legislature. For PNC News, I'm Tim Blas-McHenry.